Emily.
Michael.
Emily, thank you for joining me on this very special Halloween episode of Laser Engraving 911, where we are all sharing our favorite laser engraving horror stories. And I heard that you've got a good one. If any of you don't know who Emily, that mom with a laser, is, then you've been in the dark. I'm sure a lot of you do. She's been nice enough to come on over and share her best laser engraving horror story. So with that, Emily, what do you got for us? Take it away.
Michael, I don't know if you're ready for this.
All right, I'm ready.
You ready? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It was like any other night. My laser had just arrived. We had hooked it up, and I was ready to turn it on for the first time. It was supposed to be easy. It was supposed to be so easy. I was just gonna push start and make something amazing. But what I didn't know, my friends, is that my craft room had turned into a lair for a fire-breathing beast.
Oh,
I can't. I'm just sorry.
okay. All right, enough with the shenanigans. Now tell us what really happened.
Okay, I can't do it. Oh, now it's
good.
hot. Hold on, I got it. That was good. You like that? Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
okay.
let's turn on the air. Okay, so it was the first time I ever turned on the laser, and I had a piece of wood. I was ready to cut my job, and I applied masking tape just like a normal person would. Or no, not like a normal person would, like a rookie would. And I put the masking tape on wood, and I just kind of pressed down with my hands, and I thought that would be enough, right? It's just what you do. And I turned on the laser, and I'm so very excited. And next thing I know, a huge fire starts to take off. My first day, it was the first time I had ever turned on the freaking machine. And I was paralyzed with fear. Thank God I was already kind of like on edge, because I think when you first get a laser, you are terrified already. And so I did have a spray bottle right there, but I mean, it was to date, I've had a couple of little fire, I'm not gonna lie, I've had a couple of little scares, all right? Especially in the early days. I don't have them so much anymore, but that was the biggest fire I've ever had, and it scared the living daylights out of me. That's why to this day, I still call it a fire-breathing dragon, because that's what the lair was. It turned into a beast, and it was no longer a machine. And I caused my biggest fire my first day, and then I was paralyzed with fear for almost 2 weeks, and I couldn't bring myself to turn the darn thing on. But I'm really glad that I overcame my fear, because I wouldn't be where I am now had I not done that. So now that we're done with the theatrics, that is my biggest horror story.
So you caught your brand new out of the box laser on fire within minutes.
First job.
So
yeah.
I have to ask you, what are some takeaways from catching your laser on fire that you learned from this? What are some things that you do differently now?
The tip was at the beginning, if you didn't catch it, okay? I didn't use a brayer or a squeegee to adhere the masking tape. One of the worst things that you could do is put masking tape on wood and just press down with your hands. It is not enough. You have to use the right tool to attach, masking tape to your material, and that was the biggest problem. Had I applied it properly, I wouldn't have been in that scenario. So that was a big learning lesson, day one. Thank goodness I was watching it, but that was what caused it to happen. I did a rookie mistake.
So I noticed you didn't say the word fire extinguisher. You said the word spray bottle.
Oh, so, yeah, I didn't.
Is that all you had at the time, was a spray bottle?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's another one.
Yeah, well, I didn't have it right away. I should have, and I'm guilty of admitting that, but everybody knows my story. Like, that's all the money we had. Like, getting even a fire extinguisher felt too much, and I'm ashamed to say it, but you know, really that's every inch,
Hey,
every
I'm just glad
penny.
you had this the spray bottle.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And I gotta tell you, the spray bottle, don't underestimate the spray bottle, all right? Because if you catch a quick little flame, the spray bottle
Yeah.
goes very far. You know, now I have fire extinguishers and fire blankets everywhere, but you know, one, I'm always by my laser, but if there's something, you know, I use the spray bottle and it does the trick right away.
That is a wonderfully horrible story that
Are you
I hope
scared?
nobody ever has to experience. And I think the
Yeah.
takeaway here is that these fires can be avoided, and they can happen when you're new. They can happen when you're a seasoned old dog, right? They can happen. They can happen whenever you're not doing it right, or you think you get comfortable not paying attention. And most laser fires happen during cutting and not engraving, right?
Yep. Yes.
Because that's
yes.
when
The
the
only
most
times I've
ink is
ever
being-
had them
Right.
has been cutting. Yeah. I've had two others that I can think of. Not big ones. They're always really. It's usually when I'm experimenting with something new, especially in my early days when I was experimenting with cardboard. Cardboard will catch fire right away if you don't have the right settings, and that's where the spray bottle comes in handy. And when you're trying to cut through something that is too thick or too hard for your laser and pushing it further than it really can go. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, total sense.
Yeah. So.
Emily, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your scary story with us. And I'm glad
probably
that,
freaked everyone out.
I'm glad that you are still with us here, and that you have more lasers and you are more seasoned now. And the chances of that happening again are probably much slimmer.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. I slay the dragon now. Okay, just telling you, all my
That's
laser
right.
dragons.
That's all right. So, like I said in the beginning, most of you already know Emily from her channel, but just in case any of you are watching for the first time, Emily, why don't you tell everyone where they can find you at?
Where can't they find me, Michael? I'm all over the place. I spend most of my time on Facebook, in my Facebook group, and on YouTube. And then I get silly and do all the silly things on TikTok and Instagram. So wherever you want to go, that's where you'll find me.
I will list all those links below, because Emily is the mom with a laser and the mom that is everywhere all at once.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, listen,
All right.
Michael, this was so much fun. Thanks for having me. And I hope I have scared your audience sufficiently.
All right. All right.
All right.